Hello there and welcome again to my workshop. Today, as promised, we're going to set up a CNC router hybrid, and I've had some comments about that hybrid. Yes, it is a hybrid. It's a machine that's been developed out of several different types of machines. C12 will machine wood, plastic, which normal CNC routers will machine. Some CNC routers that you can purchase will machine aluminium and brass and copper, but to varying degrees. This machine will machine it absolutely perfectly. And another thing, or another type of material that it will machine is stone. That's one of the reasons, machining stone and metal, one of the reasons I had this machine equipped with the stainless steel tank or tray, and also the coolant system. Basically, what enables it to machine all these different types of material successfully and to a high precision level is the cast iron chassis or backbone that is built on, and the solid cast aluminium gantry. It's a crossover from the fixed gantry type of CNC routers that you normally see on the 6060 models, where the bed moves and the gantry is in a fixed position on a solid casting arrangement. So this machine is actually a crossover between that 6060 type of configuration and the normal type of CNC routers that you do see. So that makes it a hybrid. So I hope I put that to bed. So what we're going to do is we're going to set up E6012 onto mach3 on a laptop, and I'll show you how to configure the laptop so it doesn't go to sleep on you, or it doesn't inhibit the progression of the machine in any way. Some laptops can. And I'll show you how to set the program up to this particular machine, having servo motor drives. So it's a little bit different. But mach3, within mach3, it has the ability to actually automatically do this. It's not actually necessary for a manufacturer to supply you with any type of figure work to actually fill in mach3. mach3 can do it itself if you know what you're doing. So the first job that we're going to do after downloading mach3 is to set up the laptop that it's running on so it does not inhibit mach3 program when it's running. And that means altering the automatic settings within the laptop so it doesn't shut it down or even put a screensaver up. And that's done by going into the icon down the bottom corner here, the start icon, then going onto control panel, clicking on appearance and personalization and display, and adjust brightness. Now then, you need to ensure that high performance is clicked here, and the other two, power saving and balance, are unchecked. So, but what I do as well, I go into them and I change these settings, as you can see here. Oh, and incidentally, do not run a laptop with mach3 without it being connected directly to the mains power. You must have mains power connected at all times to your laptop. Never run a CNC machine on battery power with the laptop. So what I do in relation to all these is bring up never, never, never. In other words, never go to sleep, never do anything, always work flat out. So that one's okay. This one, quite important. Again, never, never, never. And in this case, where it says whether it's in battery condition or not, put the computer to sleep, I always put never. Always check this one, never. You have an option here of doing from a minute all the way up to 5 hours. Always select never. And come out of that one. And this one. Now this one is I've left unchecked purposely so you can see it being altered. Always make sure that it's full brightness. You know, you don't want any plan whatsoever. So you press never, 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 and never, and save the settings. Even though it's unchecked, do it anyway. And I always make sure that I go full brightness on the screen as well. Just as I just do. So really that's all you need do to set a laptop up to run a CNC machine. And come out of that now. And then you can open up your mach3 program. And off you go. So when you first open mach3 program, it will look something like this. With the reset button flashing. That's okay that you can leave it flash, it doesn't matter at this stage. So the first thing you're going to want to do is change your native units. Now it will come up and say not to change it in this window, but for the first time you start the program, it's okay to do this because you haven't set mach3 up to your particular machine yet. That's what it's warning you of. If you change this when you've already set mach3 up, you're going to have to go through all the motor tuning and everything again. So initially when you start mach3 program, this is the first thing you do, and change it now. Mine's already set up. The next thing then is motor tuning. Now for motor tuning of a machine that's equipped with stepper motors, the figures that you need to alter that will be different that you put in is the steps per. Now mach3 do recommend 2000, but I'm telling you put 1000 in there because it will move the axes too far. What you need to do then is watch my video number 78 and follow what I do in that video, and you will automatically, I'll just get out of this window a minute, so you need to set up, like I say, 1000 in there, then the same figures here for stepper motors for each of the axes. Then we come out of that, so we'll cancel that. Then what you do, you go into settings, and I'll show you what to do now. Having pulled up the settings screen, come down here to the set steps per unit. That will bring this box up, and we want to you can set each individual axes. So we're going to do the X, so we press OK. Now this window comes up and says, how far do you want to move the X? Well, we're going to go, let me see, how far are we going to move? I've got a rule on here somewhere. 227. So we're going to go 227 millimeters. So we've got 227 millimeters in that box. You may want to see a video 78 and 79 as you were doing this, and it will tell you in more detail what we're doing here. So I'll just show you now down at the machine. Okay, so we're set now on a line here that I've drawn, and we should now go all the way right to that line. So we just press OK on that screen and it will automatically do it. Yeah, that we're a little bit out, so we're going to put that right now. How many did it actually move? It actually moved 120, 125, 6, 7. I actually might have put the wrong number there. So we're going to try that one again. In fact, I did. That is actually exactly right what I put in there. So after the axes have moved that precise amount, and you've checked the measurement that it's moved, you write that measurement back in this box, because it's asking you how far did the x-axis move. Okay, and in our case it was 247, and press OK. And now it's telling you that it will alter the axis step to 160. Well, it was already at 160, so we're just correcting ourselves. So there it is. And the next window comes up is x-axis has been set. So you do this operation for each of the axes, and your machine then will be perfectly set up. So the first operation you need to do is reference your home position for your machine coordinates. Now the machine will do that automatically, but first you'll find the reset button here flashing. So we'll just click on the reset button to reset mach3. A mach3 will give you a warning sign that it is now connected to the CNC router. And it's all referenced to 0. Okay, so we can go back now to the program run window, and then we're going to go back into config, and we're going to do homing and limits. Now we've already set the home, the machine home. So now what we're going to do is, I've already actually done it, but I'm just showing you where to go to do this for your particular machine. This is setting the soft limits. In other words, telling the mach3 how big the operating window of the table is. In other words, how far it can go. So in our case with this machine, it's a 6012, so you put in the soft maximum here, 600 millimeters for the X, 1200 millimeters for the Y, and now this is the one that's a little strange, and it's minus 200 for the Z. So when the Z registers at the top of the stroke, this is set at minus 200. because the Z0 it's regarded as the Z0 for the Z is actually at the machine bed. So we put -200 up there and we press OK. And the configuration for your machine should be something like this. Press OK. Okay, the next thing to do is when you have homed your machine, you need to turn your soft limits on and keep them on. That's what I do anyway. So now the machine is locked into that envelope and it will not go outside of that envelope. It's an electronic protection system that I always use and rely on a lot. Okay, there's a couple of other things now I'll show you in mach3, which is really to do with the operation of mach3 and your machine, not the machine itself. Excuse the barking dog. Okay, if you wish to pull out the built-in pendant within mach3, press the tab key and the pendant will come out. To alter the feed rate of the pendant, you come up here and just press on jog mode. You can do it by step or continuous. When you press the switches down here for X, Y and Z, it will continuously move and measure the amount. I've actually got a pendant plugged into mine, so I actually don't use this, but there it is if you wish to use it. And you press the tab key again to go back to the original screen. Okay, so what we're going to do now, I'm going to be using my pendant because I'm quite a distance away from my laptop computer. We are going to set up for an imaginary piece of work now. We're going to set up a work offset, because at the moment the machine is in the machine home position, which is normally the area where you change a tool. So you can actually see this too on video number 148. I go into quite a bit of detail about how to do this. So first of all, move the X over. It's gone a bit quietly. This is very precise pendant. It's the best pendant that I've actually come across. You can move it with very high precision or very quickly if you wish to, but just give you an example. That's moving 5/1000ths of an inch at a time. It's coming up on millimeters here, but anyway, very good pendant. Z. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to use the automatic tool setting to do the Z. But first of all, we'll set the work offset manually, which is very easily done. So we'll come down with the Z a little bit, like that. A bit of Y, quieten that down a bit. X. Let's just say we are there. I'm just going to go over to the computer and set the X. Well, actually, I'll put the camera up so you see what I'm doing there. Okay, and you'll notice that all I do is come over the. Let's see what we're doing. We're doing X and Y, X0, Y0. So now we're going to set the Z with the machine automatic Z setting tool. So you just press the function key and 9. This will slowly come down. When the tool touches the top of this sensor, it will register to mach3 and automatically 0. Well, actually it'll register 15.3 millimeters. And there you go. 15.3. So the piece of wood or the piece of work is actually 15.3 millimeters below that setting, and it's registered. That's where the 0 point of it is. I want to show you another item with mach3, how to operate or jog the machine around with the keyboard. And it's very simple. You just press the up down arrow side to side, so that's X plus minus, and this is Y, and the Z, to operate the Z, so it's page up, page down. It's as simple as that. So what we're going to do is go page up, and incidentally, that at the moment is running at half jog speed. If you want to run at full jog speed, you press Shift and then the arrow key, and it runs at full jog speed. So I'll just jog it over to the machine offset area, or machine home position, and we'll run out to the piece of work automatically. So I hope that's been of assistance to you, and you should be able to get mach3 up and operating your machine in 10-15 minutes without too much trouble. To tune the machine in might take a little longer, 30 minutes all up, and you'll be able to do your first cuts. Incidentally, the wizards in mach3 that you can use to write G-codes, within mach3 there is quite a few wizards. There's a big list of wizards. Now if you go to my video number 99, that goes into some great detail of how to fill the wizard dialog box in, and how to create a G-code using a wizard in mach3, and you'll be up and running in no time. So I hope you've liked the video today of commissioning this machine. It's fairly easy actually. It's not rocket science. And if you did, please press like, subscribe to my channel, little red box down in that corner. That will take you to my YouTube channel, where there's many videos now on mach3, NC Studio, which is another program that runs CNC routers. Jobs I do around here, making children's toys, and bit of furniture making and 3D printing. The list goes on quite a bit, but I'm sure there's something there for everyone. So for me now, it's bye for now.